Welcome to Dude on Air, the show giving you the latest and best of Hollywood. We're talking movies, TV, and everything in between. Here's your host, Gerald Yelverton. Lights, camera, action. Hello everyone, welcome to Dude on Air, the show where we talk about movies, life, and everything in between. As always, I'm your host, Gerald Yelverton, and today we are talking movies and television because we are breaking down the 2015 SAG Award Nominations, the Screen Actors Guild Awards. So, the Screen Actors Guild, it's SAG-AFTRA. There's 165,000 members that will be voting on categories in motion pictures and television. The actual ceremony will be at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles on January 25th, simulcast on TNT and TBS. The reason that the SAG Awards are really important, especially in the outcome of the Oscar race, is because about 20% of the voting members of the Academy of Motion Picture and Arts and Sciences are actors. So this award ceremony generally gives us a good depiction of what will happen at the Oscars. So we're going to break down each category. Right now we're just really going to go on the surface because it's really early in the award season. And at a later date when we get closer and we see how the awards race is factoring out, then we will go ahead and we will give our predictions. But right now it's really early. I'm going to tell you that I haven't seen many of these movies, not quite yet because they haven't come out in my area, but by the time it rolls around, hopefully I would have seen 100% of these movies. So yes, at first we're going to go over the theatrical motion picture nominations. For outstanding performance by a male actor in a leading role, Steve Carell, Foxcatcher; Benedict Cumberbatch, The Imitation Game; Jake Gyllenhaal, Nightcrawler; Michael Keaton, Birdman; and Eddie Redmayne for The Theory of Everything. In this category, I have to admit, I've only seen one. I saw Nightcrawler, which was an awesome movie. It's Jake Gyllenhaal, and he's a Nightcrawler. Basically what that is, it's somebody who goes out and they shoot news stories, and then they independent contracted by the news outlets. So for the most part, the entire movie takes place at night, and it's Jake Gyllenhaal, tracking the news beats around Los Angeles and trying to get the scoop on everything, and even creating crimes himself. So I think it's a well-deserved nomination. I've heard a lot of great things about Michael Keaton and Birdman. Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything is playing Stephen Hawking, and I've seen some behind-the-scenes footage and the trailer for it. It looks really good. I'm really waiting to see Steve Carell in Foxcatcher and even Benedict Cumberbatch in The Imitation Game. One thing I will say about this category is there are a lot of actors that aren't even in this, because I know like Channing Tatum for Foxcatcher was somebody who was thought of being nominated, but last year we had a lot of actors. The actors category was really strong, and it was with a lot of really big movie stars. And this year, the movie stars aren't as noteworthy, but these are really, really good actors. So, yeah. Next, outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role. Jennifer Aniston in Cake, Felicity Jones in The Theory of Everything, Julianne Moore in Still Alice, Rosamund Pike in Gone Girl, and Reese Witherspoon in Wild. I saw Gone Girl. Rosamund Pike at first I thought was going to be the front runner. She did an awesome job. But I'm hearing a lot of good things about Julianne Moore and Still Alice, and I'm really waiting to see that. But as of now, I would say Rosamund Pike in Gone Girl. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a supporting role. Robert Duvall, The Judge; Ethan Hawke, Boyhood; Edward Norton, Birdman; Mark Ruffalo, Foxcatcher; and J.K. Simmons in Whiplash. This is another category where I haven't seen any of these movies yet. I will by the time the awards happens. Ethan Hawke has been getting a lot of good press in Boyhood. He was actually part of the Hollywood Reporter Roundtable, and I know that's the movie where it was shot over a period of like 11 or 12 years. So I have to say, I have to think that especially the actors voting on this will really like the dedication to the role. So that speaks well for Ethan Hawke. J.K. Simmons, I'm really glad that he was nominated. He was really big playing in like the old Spider-Man movies, so I'm a really big fan of him. Again, not the biggest movie stars, but really, really noteworthy actors. So it's going to be a close category. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role. Patricia Arquette in Boyhood, Keira Knightley in The Imitation Game, Emma Stone in Birdman, Meryl Streep Into the Woods, and Naomi Watts St. Vincent. Last night, I was privileged enough to see a pre-screening of Into the Woods, and Meryl Streep does a fantastic job, which really doesn't need to be said because she always does a great job. And it seems like every time she comes out with a movie, she is nominated for a slew of awards. And this is well-deserved as at the moment. Meryl Streep was great. I also saw St. Vincent, which was a great movie starring Naomi Watts and Bill Murray. And Naomi Watts does a great job in that, playing, I think she's Russian. She plays like this Russian hooker. It's great. Like I said, I haven't seen Birdman yet, so I really want to see what Emma Stone does. I want to see Imitation Game and Boyhood, but as of now, I would say that Meryl Streep is probably the front runner, just because it's a musical and she sings and she's Meryl Streep. Outstanding performance by a cast in the motion picture. Now, this is the SAG Awards equivalent of the Best Picture Oscar. Birdman, Boyhood, The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Imitation Game, and The Theory of Everything. Like I said, I haven't seen any of these movies yet. Birdman, I'm really looking forward to seeing. Boyhood, The Imitation Game, The Theory of Everything. And The Grand Budapest Hotel, I am not really familiar with, but hopefully I will see that. I'll see that as well. But if I had to guess right now, I would probably say Birdman. Or, it could go to Boyhood because, again, this is the SAG Awards, so it's Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, so they're all actors. And Boyhood's a movie that was shot over a period of years, so I think that speaks loudly. And then we move into our television programs. Now, the SAG Awards, it's SAG-AFTRA, so it's comprised of both film medium and television medium, all actors. So actors that you see on TV, actors, over the radio, voice actors, film actors are all a part of this. So now we move on to television. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a television movie or miniseries. Adrian Brody for Houdini, Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock, His Last Vow, Richard Jenkins, The Olive Kitteridge, Mark Ruffalo, The Normal Heart, and Billy Bob Thornton, Fargo. If I had to take just a shot in the dark, I would either go with Benedict Cumberbatch for Sherlock, just because he's really, really hot right now. He has a slew of great movies coming out. Like I said, he's also nominated for Best Actor in a film, and also as part of the ensemble, because the ensemble cast for Best Program goes to the entire cast. So I would say, like, if he doesn't walk away with one or some of those other awards, then actors may vote for him in this category. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a television, movie, or miniseries. Ellen Bernstein, Flowers in the Attic. Maggie Gyllenhaal, The Honorable Woman. Frances McDormand, Olive Kitteridge. Julia Roberts, The Normal Heart. Or Cicely Tyson, The Trip to Bountiful. I don't even know about this category. Julia Roberts is a big name, probably the biggest movie star that has been listed thus far. There's also Cicely Tyson, who is a phenomenal actress and just a legend. So this can go any way. If I was going to take a shot in the dark right now, I'd probably go with Cicely Tyson. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a drama series. Steve Buscemi, Boardwalk Empire. Peter Dinklage, Game of Thrones. Woody Harrelson, True Detective. Matthew McConaughey, True Detective. Or Kevin Spacey, House of Cards. So last year was Matthew McConaughey's year. He ended up winning a slew of awards. He also ended up winning, the Oscar. And I think part of that was that True Detective had just premiered on TV. And so it was part of that, McConaissance. So it'll be interesting to see if it carries over to this year in the True Detective category, in the TV category. Otherwise, I think I would go with Peter Dinklage for the Game of Thrones. I just know that he's very popular in that show. I'm not sure if he won this award before, but this early, I would go with Peter Dinklage, and well deserved. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a drama series: Claire Danes, Homeland; Viola Davis, How to Get Away with Murder; Julianne Margulies, The Good Wife; Tatiana Maslany, Orphan Black; Maggie Smith, Downton Abbey; and Robin Wright, House of Cards. Personally, I'm a little biased, just because I did play background in the pilot of How to Get Away with Murder. I'm going to go with Viola Davis. It's well deserved. I think that she is collectively, especially amongst the actors, thought of as one of the best actresses working today. Even a couple of years ago, when she was nominated for The Help, she won the Best Actress SAG Award over Meryl Streep. And then it was thought of as, it was thought of that she got passed over for the Oscar, which was, I thought, well deserved there. But I mean, How to Get Away with Murder is one of the hottest new shows. She's one of the hottest actresses in Hollywood right now, and I think that she will get her due and win the SAG Award. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a comedy series: Ty Burrell, Modern Family; Louis C.K. in Louie; William H. Macy in Shameless; Jim Parsons, The Big Bang Theory; and Eric Stonestreet, Modern Family. Doesn't it seem like the usual suspects? Jim Parsons, Big Bang Theory. I mean, he's great at that role. The whole cast of Modern Family. Louie for Louis C.K. Just to kind of switch it up, I'm going to go with William H. Macy for Shameless. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a comedy series: Uzo Aduba in Orange is the New Black; Julie Bowen, Modern Family; Edie Falco, Nurse Jackie; Julia Louis-Dreyfus in Veep; and Amy Poehler, Parks and Recreations. Again, a lot of the usual suspects, except for Uzo, who's in Orange is the New Black. She plays Crazy Eyes, and she does a great job. I'm such a fan of that show. It's awesome to see Netflix in there, like as another media outlet, really, getting nominated for these awards. I'm gonna go with Uzo. I think she's great in the role. She's really good. I think, wasn't it last year where Orange is the New Black? I think they entered themselves in the drama category, and it was really like a lot of people were scratching his heads because in its first season it was like the hottest thing, and even in its second season, but it was scratching heads. So it's good to see it here in comedy because it is, in my opinion, a clear comedy, and I hope she wins. Should be noted that Edie Falco, I think this is her 21st SAG nomination, and she's won 5. So yeah, but Orange is New Black. Really happy to see that there. Outstanding performance by an ensemble in a drama series. Again, the equivalent of the Best Drama Series at the Emmys: Boardwalk Empire, Downton Abbey, Game of Thrones, Homeland, House of Cards. And I'm just going to take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to say Game of Thrones. Outstanding performance by an ensemble in a comedy series: The Big Bang Theory, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Modern Family, Orange is the New Black, and Veep. And with this, I'm going to go with Orange is the New Black because I think it's one of the funniest shows out right now. SAG award honors for stunt ensembles. I think this is really cool because they honor their stunt ensembles and their stunt teams, and that's often one of the many overlooked, jobs in the Hollywood industry. Whereas, they don't receive Oscars or anything like that. But I like that the SAG Awards does it because they look out for all actors. but outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a motion picture. Fury, Get On Up, The Hobbit, The Battle of Five Armies, Unbroken, and X-Men Days of Future Past. Wow. There's a lot of ways to go with this. I mean, haven't seen the new Hobbit movie yet because it hasn't come out. But, it's a battle. It's a war. So there's going to be a lot of stunts in that. So it seems like that would be well-deserved. X-Men Days of Future Past is a superhero movie. So it seems like there would be a lot of stunts in that. Get On Up. That was the James Brown movie. So I'm not sure if it's stunts as well as like dancing and things like that. But that's awesome to see that on here. I haven't seen Unbroken. Fury was a great movie. That was the World War II movie. But I think just from the beginning, I think I'm going to go with The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies, because there's going to be a ton of stunts in this movie. I mean, it's a movie about a war. It's the final Hobbit movie, and from what I hear, Peter Jackson's last romp in the Shire and Middle Earth. So I'm going to go with The Hobbit. Outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a comedy or drama series. 24, Live Another Day, Boardwalk Empire, Game of Thrones, Homeland, Sons of Anarchy, and The Walking Dead. And with this, I'm going to go with Game of Thrones. And the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 51st annual Lifetime Achievement Award is going to go to Debbie Reynolds. And so she will be honored at the ceremony at the Shrines Auditorium on January 25th, simulcast on TBS, TNT, and then I think there is immediately after the telecast, there's going to be another showing on TNT. So back-to-back on TNT, also showed on TBS. And yeah, so those were the nominations that were announced by Ansel Elgort and Eva Longoria. So yeah, tell us what you think. Tell me what you think. Comment. Let me know, do you agree with these? Was there anyone who you thought was snubbed or passed over? Anyone who's a clear favorite? And what categories and who are you looking forward to seeing? So yeah, once again, my name is Gerald Yelverton. This is Dude on Air. You can look us up on Twitter, just Dude on Air, and comment. Until next time, thanks for being awesome.
You've been listening to Dude on Air. For more talk on movies, TV, and everything in between, hit the subscribe button, available on YouTube, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio. For Gerald and the Dude on Air crew, thanks for being awesome.